Hi guys, just wanted to show you some crazy images from Fort Myers Beach and also Bonita or Fort Myers 7 months after Hurricane Ian hit this area. Yeah, I'm usually not the guy who is doing some catastrophic sightseeing, but since we have a lot of memories about this area, because we spent a lot of time, lot of vacation here with our children in the last years, and we even wanted to move to this area. We decided on the way back from Key West to visit this place, especially because it was a Sunday and so they didn't work in this area, so we were not disturbing the cleanup and rebuilding process. And so I took a couple of images and wanted to show you what's going on. So again, it's about 7 months since this whole thing happened. Hurricane Ian made landfall in this area as a Category 4 hurricane with winds up to 150 or 155 miles per hour. Absolutely crazy. But of course, most of the damage was not done through the wind, but through the flood surge, which was up to 15 or even 18 feet high. That's something which is predicted in many hurricanes, but usually it doesn't happen, but sometimes it really happens, and here it has happened. So we came in this area from Bonita here through this road. So you can see there are not crazy damages here in this area, but of course it starts already. And so when I move through the images, you can see where the images have been taken. So here also some cleanup at the beach, of course, but not too crazy, but you can see some remainders of some homes or other buildings. Here you can see some rebuilding process, definitely a lot of damage to the trees. Here already some damaged homes. That's the ocean out here, so these were oceanfront homes, totally destroyed here, at least the first floor. And on the right side here, all the damaged wood. Some more images. Here you can see huge damage from the water, also damaged palm trees here. These trees on the right side, they look like almost dead. I don't know if they are coming back. I mean, this is not from burning or so, but maybe just too much salt water, or I have no clue. Especially here you can see that, really crazy. Looks like after a fire, but it's definitely not. So we are here at Bonita Beach. You can see already a lot of damage here. And what you can see here already in Bonita and even more in Fort Myers, that people are living in their RVs instead of their homes. I haven't looked it up, but I'm pretty sure these were homes here totally washed away. And so the only thing which they could do at the moment, I mean, probably they are waiting for the money from the government or insurance, or waiting for people to start working on rebuilding, waiting for permits. I don't know what it is, but these are definitely the people who have been living in homes. Now they are living here in RVs. Sometimes you can see some remainders of their original homes. So some people live in their RVs and are already rebuilding or repairing their homes, but some of the homes have been totally washed away, especially the ones which were like 100% made with wood, no concrete or not a lot of concrete. More images here. You can see site here, really huge site where they collected all these remainders, everything which was destroyed. So you can see how much it still is. Still huge site, but I guess there has been much more before. And then you can see these huge apartment blocks here. You can see that's Estero Boulevard, that's the overpass here. Beautiful area usually, but these things, that's crazy. There are dozens of these apartment buildings on the left side. They look actually almost untouched. At least from this side you can't see any damage, but nobody is living in them. So almost the whole area here till the center of Fort Myers is like a ghost town now. That's absolutely crazy. That was the most shocking thing for us. When you drive and drive and drive, you can see all the fences and there are no cars, nobody's living here. I don't know where these people are. I mean, a lot of these apartments were just like for holiday, but I'm pretty sure there were also some people living there, people who don't have an additional home somewhere else. This is absolutely crazy. And then of course when we move more towards the center of Fort Myers, really a lot of damage, absolutely crazy what you see, and almost nobody living there. Can see these piles of dirt, remainders of these homes, fences everywhere, and in most of these buildings also on the right side, like apartment buildings, nobody living here. You don't see any cars. One here, there are some very few buildings where people are living, but in most of these even huge apartments where you don't see any obvious damage, there's nobody living here. Can see everywhere these construction pictures. Also CVS closed, then they have piled up a lot of sand and building materials, and here larger homes also destroyed, a lot of damage here. Watch this thing here, absolutely crazy. It's heartbreaking, it's absolutely crazy. I mean, it's already crazy for us who are not living here, but I mean, again, this hurricane was actually planned for our area, and actually our area was supposed to look like that, so we are so grateful that this didn't happen to our area, because this is absolutely crazy. You can see people living here in their RVs, here more dirt, and yeah, it's absolutely crazy. Public's opening soon. At least there is some activity, some businesses are planning to come back slowly, but it will be a slow process. I think if you have just a little bit of damage, then the things are not taking so much time, but when there's so much damage to so many homes, it will take for very long time. Even these elevated homes have a lot of damage because there was so much water, and I guess there were many homes here in this area. There was definitely not just like sand or so. Also this, I think that was a church here. Watch this damage, absolutely incredible. Still this home here, I think there is even a camper here, or a bus. You can see old school bus, one of the craziest pictures. This looks almost like on day one after the storm in the middle of Fort Myers Beach. There is so much damage, I think it's just not possible to repair everything. Then we have this hotel here. Yeah, I think I couldn't take more or closer images, but that's, I think, large hotel, and you can see even some activity on the rooftop. I think they reopened. People are at the pool, but you can still see some part of the fence from the top hanging down. This is some kind of a crazy situation. The beach is packed, or at least yesterday it was fully packed. I mean, this was taken on April 23rd. I'm doing the video one day later, but the beach was fully packed, but you can still see the total destruction. And here I'm at the tip here, very end of Fort Myers Beach. You can see the Pink Shell hotel. We have been there also for a couple of nights, maybe 10 years ago or so. They have reopened lobbies at the first floor. I think it has always been on the first floor, but it looks absolutely crazy on the ground floor here. Everything destroyed. Also here there have been homes or whatsoever, motels also probably completely washed away. And the most sad thing for us, the Best Western Plus, we have spent many vacations here, and you can see that's the breakfast area, that's the front desk, and everything on the ground floor is washed away. There's nothing left on the ground floor. Everything above is still intact, so looks like not much wind damage, or they have repaired. And here on the right side there was our favorite building, that was the cottage. We rented it a couple of times, and now it's completely gone. You can't even see anything anymore. I mean, the ground structure was just a little bit of concrete blocks as far as I can remember. The top was a lot of wood, or actually everything wood, but it was totally destroyed, just washed away. I don't know if they even have found it. You can't even imagine that there was a large cottage here. Here are some images from inside of the cottage. You can see this nice deck here. It was absolutely awesome, beautiful. We have some huge memories here spending this time with our children. Watch this thing, how beautiful this was. Absolutely perfect location. Large deck outside, also beautiful space inside. I couldn't find any pictures from inside anymore. Here you can see it from outside. Cottage for rent. That's this structure here. Everything gone. Here even a little bit closer you can see how it was. There was a time about 10 years ago when the hotel tried to sell it for around $700,000, and I wished at this time I had the money. Of course, now I'm happy that I didn't have the money, that I didn't buy it. Otherwise we wouldn't have a home. You can see also some beautiful images. A really fantastic area. So beautiful inside, outside, and the best thing, of course, the evenings with a beer, watching the sunset here on the deck. Absolutely amazing. That's not possible anymore. Absolutely heartbreaking that this doesn't exist anymore. We even had some dinner, sometimes breakfast on the deck. Yeah, some of the best vacations. Being here, renting the whole cottage, and our kids here playing in the water. It was so fantastic. Here you can see the pier. Pier is also totally gone. We'll see that later in the picture from the center and the pier. But here one thing you can see, it's pretty close to the center and the center of destruction. They have opened this Edison Beach House. It's crazy, and they really have power. I don't know if it's just a generator or what, because the thing is, when you're in the center, I mean here the cottages, I think these were just like the bathrooms for the public beach here in Fort Myers, also closed. Quite some damage here. What you see here in the center, that the traffic lights are not working still after 7 months. No traffic lights in the center, and they have opened a few restaurants and a few hotels. I don't know if they're using generators. Maybe. Here you can see the remainders of the pier. Just the concrete parts are still here, and the ramp here on the left side. Everything else is gone apart from the concrete structure. Also here in this area there was some fast food restaurant, I think souvenir shops, and so everything gone. And also on the left side a little bit more inside. And then the part here in the back, which was also a huge tourist area, most of the shops are closed. There are just a couple of them open. When you go a little bit back here, of course the damage is then a little bit disappearing. Not so much damage anymore, but you can see there are boats here in the back in the bushes. I think it was more on the right side here, but the boats, I mean, this is not like in a canal or so. The boats are really in the bushes here. You can see it's not straight, it's leaning. Also a second one just here in the bushes. It's absolutely crazy, heartbreaking. Already for us who did just visiting and not living there. Imagine if you have lived there at this time of the hurricane, lost almost everything. It's absolutely crazy. So that's it. Hurricane Ian, Fort Myers Beach, 7 months after the hurricane has hit. So definitely too early to book some vacation, but I'm pretty sure they will rebuild everything over time. They can need our support, and so we are planning like for maybe summer 2024 to book some vacation there to support this area. They can definitely need that. Yeah, one thing which I also wanted to mention, something which is really crazy, when you see these homes here, or sometimes just the lots where everything has been removed, and you can see just the lots here. We have been wondering if a lot of these lots or the homes are for sale, and yeah, you can really find a lot of people have already moved out. They are just trying to sell the remainders of their home or the lots. But the crazy thing is how high the prices still are. I was thinking, okay, you could get something pretty cheap now. No, absolutely not. It's crazy what people are asking. Just go to Trulia or some other real estate sites. They are still asking millions, sometimes just for such lots, or lots with the remainders of the homes, sometimes 10 times the price which they paid like 20 years ago. This is absolutely crazy. I don't know why. I mean, I guess most of them were insured homes. They will get the money back from their insurance or from FEMA or both of them. So there's no need to make more money on top of that. But yeah, I don't know what's really going on, but the really surprising situation that they are not just selling at a low price, try to move on, but still trying to ask for millions for these lots or for the remainders and the lots. Yeah, I just wanted to mention that too. Yeah, but I think that's it for now. I still hope I've been able to help you a little bit and show you some images, hopefully some things which you haven't already seen, and that's it for now. If you liked the video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe my channel. Thanks for watching, see you next time.